And we are once again, of course, going to be starting with the very latest on the investigation of that midair crash over the Potomac River. Overnight, we saw this new angle showing the impact. You look closely there, top of your screen, that Army Black Hawk helicopter on the left and the American Airlines plane approaching Reagan National Airport. This video was first aired by CNN. It appears to come from a security camera at the airport.
And as the investigation progresses now, the NTSB says it has recovered the black boxes from the plane's cockpit, the flight data recorders that could provide essential clues about the final moments.
And now there are growing questions about whether the helicopter was flying too high and about the staffing inside the air traffic control tower.
Once again, we've got team coverage for you this morning. Sam Brock standing by to tell us how the figure skating community is pulling together to mourn the victims. But let's start with the investigation itself. And for that, we turn to NBC's Tom Costello. He is at Reagan National Airport for us once again. And Tom, you have some new reporting about air traffic control the night of that crash, specifically some new reporting about the staffing. What can you tell us?
Yeah, that's right. But I need to actually start with the breaking news from President Trump, because he has just posted on Truth Social the following. President Trump saying the Black Hawk helicopter was flying too high by a lot. He says it was, in fact, far above the 200-foot limit. It's not too complicated to understand, is it? That from President Trump on Truth Social. In fact, as NBC News has reported, investigators are looking at whether the pilot of that Black Hawk helicopter was, in fact, flying too high. NTSB officials are telling us they want to get hold of the black box, the flight data recorder, on that chopper in order to look at precisely what the altitude was on that chopper at the time of the collision and in the moments before the collision with the regional jet. And as you suggested, investigators have already recovered the black boxes from the regional jet. As to your question about air traffic control staffing, NBC News also confirming that, in fact, one of the supervisors inside the control tower that evening had allowed one controller to leave early, which is fine, but that meant that one controller was running traffic for both planes and helicopters. And typically, you have a controller dedicated to helicopters, another one dedicated to planes on this very, very busy and congested traffic, which is literally right over my shoulder, right over the river, in which you have literally kind of highway tracks in the sky for choppers, right? They're supposed to be on a particular avenue, if you will, down the river. And allegedly, this chopper was moving from one of those tracks to another track at the time of the collision with this plane. So all of that then sets the stage for the investigation as they very much are looking at what happened in the control tower. Was that a normal staffing change? Not optimal, we're told, but it's okay. It's for the supervisor to decide that they're going to go with one controller. And then separately, exactly the Black Hawk helicopter's altitude. I can also tell you that D.C. Fire and Rescue are telling us that they have now removed 41 of the victims from the river. And, of course, that means they've got more than 20 victims still in the water, as the weather here is expected to turn bad today, with heavy rain expected later. And so at this hour, D.C. Fire Rescue and the divers are still out there on the water trying to recover the victims. And lastly, let me let you know that the NTSB tells us that they have been meeting already with the families, updating them personally on the status of the investigation. You guys, back to you.
Tom, really quickly here, going back to that post on Truth Social that you mentioned a few moments ago from President Trump. I think I know the answer, but in that post, was there any attribution? Did he say that he had talked to investigators, or he just declared it a statement of fact?
No attribution.
Okay.
We do know, however, that yesterday he did, in fact, meet with the NTSB, and our reporting has, in fact, been that the chopper likely was above its designated altitude. Designated meaning choppers are not supposed to be above 200 feet. We are told it could have been 350 to 400 feet. 400 feet is roughly where you're going to have incoming planes.
All right, Tom Costello with the latest on the investigation. Tom, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.